Hey guys, we're back here today for another installment of our rat gasser pickup project. As you probably noticed, we're not at Shaw Garage today. We're over at a good friend of mine, one of the best friends I have, David Harris. We're going to be showing you the setup and assembly of our Ford 9-inch rear end that we're going to put in the project. This is David.
Howdy.
David and I met about maybe 10 years ago. I was fairly new to the area and was needing some help building an engine for my 49 Chevrolet pickup. And met David and we hit it off, and we've been getting in trouble ever since and done numerous projects together. Every town in America has a go-to guy for gearhead things, and David is the go-to guy in our area. And that's why we're over here today, taking advantage of his expertise on rear end setup. He has set up more rear ends probably than I could count. So we're going to show you some details today of what we're going to put together. As we mentioned in a previous episode, we're going to be putting a 9-inch Ford 422 gear. If you'll follow me over here, we'll show you. We've got all our parts laid out on the table. I'll show you what we've got. We've got the 422 Richmond ring and pinion set. We've got our rebuild kit, our bearings and everything. We've got our pause unit, new clutches for the pause units, all of our housing pieces we've already cleaned and painted. Got our yoke, our bearing retainers, and that's pretty much it. Got some of the specialty tools already laid out, and David's going to tell us all about what some of that stuff does as we get into this project. So just hang with us, and we'll be showing you what goes into setting up a Ford 9-inch rear end.
Do what? I think my makeup is starting to run.
If you just push your hair back, it'll fix it. There you go.
I even no, it's right. We're good.
So you did all for nothing?
No, it's never for nothing when you get a new tool.
I don't know. It may not be going down that.
Yeah, it's not going down in that second one. I'm not going to get this put in and find out that my axles are a 1/16 of an inch too long, am I?
What is this? Just audio?
Yeah.
Looks like a cool tool.
You're neat.
You have one of those GoPro things? Oh, hey.
That's you right there.
Are you using the oil can to prop it up, or is it just have to?
Nah, it's on a stand. It happens to be right there.
Hmm?
Nah, it's on a stand.
I'm going to stand that back up before it winds up putting oil in your GoPro.
It's in a waterproof case, so don't bother.
It may not be oil proof.
I dropped that thing off a 40-foot cliff into water, and a diver went in after it and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Murfreesboro, at one of the quarries.
Y'all need me?
All right.
Never.
Only one needs the money.
I got a piece of metal in my eye. Cutting it off. It's okay, so I'm a little moody. My Winchmatic 9000 said that kind of was the way she did a lot of times. Somehow or another, women think it's all right for them to be moody. But if we
The second we do, yeah.
then we have done something horrible. Evil.
Yeah. Double standards, man.
Double standards. If all this works, I'll tell you when we can.
Keyword if.
Yeah. We get everything together where we don't make a fool of ourselves.
I will probably do that anyways, knowing all of us.
A little bit of thick wheel bearing grease. Can you feel me on that?
No.
Right now?
Okay. Okay.
A little bit of thick wheel bearing grease on these springs will help hold all this stuff together while we're assembling these two halves. Cut down on the amount of cuss words we use. Things
I mean, I can add them in later too.
Things we didn't learn in Sunday school. You didn't learn that verse in Sunday school. No, I learned that one in the garage.
Garage 12, verse 9. Learned that in public school year 4, month 9.
Grandpa used to talk like that all the time. Okay. Right here, we cut down an old pinion because it's 28 spline, this 28 spline carrier. You can use the axle that fits your vehicle to line up the two gears that go in this side cover. But we have to make sure that the splines work out right. They're lined up when we assemble this thing where you will never get your axle in your car. And I'm going to put this in the vise and let that hold it while I put this stuff together. That axle has now got the two gears lined up solid. If all goes well, our grease will hold this intact. We'll line up our bolt holes right here, right here, and our improvised lineup tool works flawlessly. You take an old pinion, wheel of death, cut the threads off the end of the pinion, cut it off in front of the bearing, tool. Now, bearing drivers.
Do we want to check this carrier for clearance first?
Okay.
Why don't you just dropped it in the housing and see if it cleared that spot inside?
Well, you got to know where you set it, because you can have it set all the way over. We have to have a pinion in there
Gotcha.
to be able to figure that out, that part of it out.
Gotcha. That's why you make the big bucks.
Really? I was wondering how I got so rich. This could almost be a Snap-on commercial.
Give us some money.
Sponsor.
Yeah.
I did get the FAR 72 Snap-on air ratchet plug there.
You never did go through all those. Sell me what you had left.
That's what?
Bearing drivers.
Well, after looking at them, I decided that I didn't have anything up. I decided that I want them
Once
all.
again, once again, the red-headed stepchild.
You don't
The
live,
bald-headed stepchild.
you don't live that far from here. Why own when you can borrow?
This is true.
We do. Oh, I
Oh,
know.
no, wrong ones, yeah.
Yeah,
those are wrong
wait
ones.
a
Yeah.
second. You're trying to trick me.
I believe it's that one.
And this one. And that's the reason you can change those so easily. Is that when you pick up the wrong bearing and start off with that. Another beautiful feature of the wood point bearing and seal driver set.
That's not. You ever seen Ricky Bobby?
Talladega Nights.
I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen it.
He's doing the sponsorship plug.
Just snap on the lead field, soft with a hammer. Still smash a finger with great efficiency, but doesn't mar your aluminum blue point seal driver handle.
But delicate.
I always check them. Make sure that they're knocked in there flush against the shoulder. Just because.
And when you get to that point, why don't you show everybody where to check for cracks in a 9-inch case, since you've seen a lot of them.
Not a lot, but I've seen some. So they usually crack around this pocket bearing where it goes in here, and especially when they've been clearanced, like this one here has been clearanced for the ring gear to pass by. They'll get thin, and they can crack right there in that little pocket. I have seen this whole piece right here break out of them. I think it's exciting. Handy dandy, streamline light.
It's not snap on.
Streamline. Yeah, streamline. Stylus Pro. Not by Snap-on.
Well,
But good Snap-on
I guess 1 out of 800,000 is all right.
A good Snap-on dealer keeps these.
Wipe it out a little more.
Yeah, it's going to be cleaned out.
Okay.
What we just need to do is
spray Allison. Pretty clean.
give them spray. Takes a little bit of automatic transmission fluid on a lint-free rag and wipe it out.
Okay.
There's some blue surgical rags that are either in that cabinet or they may be over here in the toolbox. I think they're in a cabinet on the side of the toolbox.